Leaking oil.
Huh?
Leaking oil.
Oh, shit. I had my old 86 one time. I was doing something up front and I arced some wiring. Like I touched the power to ground.
Yeah.
And it shut the mic down. So I parked at Weddle's shop when this happens, and I tell Weddle, I was like, hey Weddle, can I help you? Can you help me with my bike? And he's like, what's going on? So, you know, I arced something and I can't find anything wrong with it. I don't know what's going on. He's like, all right, well, take the tank off, see some body work off, and start taking apart your harness. So Weddle had me out there for about 3 hours. I completely took apart my fucking harness. For Weddle, I can't figure it out. He comes out here. See this though right here? This bike has a main breaker.
Alright.
This. When you arc power, that pops out, that little button right there.
Okay.
You push it back in, you got power. So Weddle comes over here, pushes the fucking button. Alright, try that now, Leopold. All power. Like, God damn it, Weddle, why'd you let me take apart all this fucking harness and shit? We gotta learn somehow, Leopold. Fucking have me there. We got another light here.
You had it?
Yeah. I saw my hot wire, so I need to remove that splice. Redo that at the fucking fuse box. Why are you putting a zip tie on a frame? We have this factory connector right here that's hidden. You know? Same thing here. Okay. No. Just leaving the crankcase wide open. Or the valve cover wide open. That's supposed to tie into the air box. But when you don't do that, you run your line down here, put a filter on it, and you're good to go. Dad's not going to like my drain job on the concrete. So it'll be dry by the time you get home. Alright?
Yep.
Remember how hard it was to work with your carbs?
Yeah. Sucks.
So far all I've done is pull 2 clamps on that side, 2 clamps here, little loose, you know. Not as fast, but it's easier to work on for sure. You know how you adjust those valves? Get your lobes where they need to be. 8mm wrench. You loosen that up, right? Then you have this little tappet here that you loosen or tighten. You run a feeler gauge in between the spring and that tappet. Set your valves, and then you hold this little deal with a little pliers, you know, very small wrench or whatever, and you tighten that back down. And you're good to go. You don't have to pull cams, put buckets, any of that shit, you know, for sure. Everything looks really good in here, that's for sure.
Yeah. Who's what? I don't know. Go for it. And it looks good.
Does it say V&H on it?
No, it says 2780. Then it has a T.
Okay, that's factory.
Yeah.
Pull the clutch in. What fell?
That ratchet that was over there.
Oh.
I left it on. Leaking oil.
Huh?
Leaking oil.
Oh shit. Yeah, we got covers on. Yeah, losing all kind of shit. Compression, that's gonna have to be done with the valve cover back on. Yeah. My bad.
So last week when my uncle had bought his 1988 Jexter 1100, he took off the carbs, adjusted the valves, and he was in the process of cleaning the carbs, but he ran out of time. So he brought them back over to our house, and now me and my dad are gonna run through the carbs, get them back on the bike, pretty much just tune the whole bike, and then hopefully from there we can get some base numbers to go off of at the track, and hopefully improve from there and on. So we'll see how this goes.
take the Jexer for a quick test drive down the neighborhood. I'm going to have Brian follow me on my bike, just in case we break down or anything. We'll at least have a way to get back home or get to the parts house quickly. We'll see how this thing goes. I guess let's go to the freeway real quick. Yeah. Let's go to the freeway. Good. All right, so first thoughts. That's my first time riding this one. It definitely needs refined. There's quite a few little bitty teeny things that would make the ride a lot better. For example, the shifter is way too high. You guys probably noticed I missed the shift going into second gear earlier. Also, the throttle is a little weird on this carbureted bike. It's a CV carburetor, and the diaphragms are really old and nasty. They may even be leaking a little bit because you could spin them on the actual aluminum body that they're attached to. So either way, they were a little bit dry and kind of brittle. They didn't move as easy as they typically do. The springs are also pretty weak. So it actually makes it kind of hard to judge perfectly. I even felt it kind of weird to do a downshift just burping the throttle. So I kind of messed up on a couple of those because it just felt weird. Definitely different from the CBR. I mean, I used to ride these carbureted bikes all the time. This one, I think, just it's old and hasn't been ridden, and I think the low compression. When Lee ran the compression test, he got pretty low numbers on the compression results, so that's probably playing into it too, with the fact that it really didn't have any balls. I mean, I think ultimately we're going to have to go through the motor, get the compression numbers up. I know Lee's plans, he wants to put some flat slides on it, flat slide carburetors. So hopefully with that we can definitely make the thing run better. The other thing is the clutch doesn't engage until you're almost completely released on the lever, so the clutches need looked at also. It's definitely going to be a work in progress, and I don't think we're going to have this track ready for quite some time. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll catch you on the next one.